This is a first. Welcome back to another episode of The Silly Kitchen, where I teach you or inspire you to make some great homemade meals. And today I want to show you just how easy it is to make French onion soup. I feel like it's one of those comfort foods that we order at restaurants and rarely make at home, but it's actually really easy. So, as you see, I have chopped a lot of onions for this recipe. I did it when the camera was turned off just in case there was a lot of tears. But we need 6 medium onions, and I'm using sweet onions. You also need a couple cloves of garlic, a couple bay leaves, butter, olive oil, salt and pepper, 4 cups of beef stock, and I think that's everything. Oh, sugar. Did I say sugar? We need a little bit of sugar just to sweeten it up a bit. We're gonna get all of this stuff started over on the stove top. It is a bit of a long process, but you don't have to do much, so it's gonna be pretty easy. And if this is your first time watching The Silly Kitchen, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And let's go. Start by melting a couple chunks of butter in your pan. As your butter starts melting, you can splash in a little bit of your olive oil at this point as well. We're just getting it nice and hot so that when we add the onions, we get the onions hot right from the second we drop them in. Once your butter is nice and melted, we're gonna mince in our garlic first. I just use like a little grater, and then you just tap it and all the garlic comes off the bottom. You know that your pan is at the right heat when you drop the garlic and you hear a bit of that sizzle. And this is when we put all of our onions in as well. Now, like I said, this is a long process. What you need to do is pretty much just let it cook and stir at this point. Within the first 5 minutes of cooking, your onions will get a little bit softer, and that's when you can add in a couple tablespoons of sugar. Also drop in your bay leaves at this time. You're gonna see some of that moisture start cooking out after about 10-15 minutes. You want that to happen because now we're just waiting for everything to start turning brown. So see how now you're starting to get the onions sticking to the bottom? That is good news. Let that keep sitting and keep cooking. Now we're seeing some of that color change. See how we're getting that golden brown on the onions? That means we can continue on. The first thing we're gonna do is hit it with some pepper, because I like pepper. And our final step is now to top it up with your beef stock. And again, your beef stock is probably gonna be at regular room temperature, so now we need this to come back up to a simmer. And once that happens, just let it sit and cook out a little longer. If you find the French onion soup at this point a little too sweet, I mean all of those sugars come out of the onions, plus we added a little bit of sugar as well. My tip here is to splash in either a little bit of lemon juice, either dry white wine, or even a touch of vinegar just to spruce it up a little and cut that sugar. Our French onion soup is done and ready to eat. However, as you might guess or know, the way to present your French onion soup is to add a really beautiful crunchy crostini or bread on top and melt some cheese in the oven. You can use lots of different cheeses. I'm going with Swiss today, but some great French cheeses like Gruyere would be also a really nice option for this. Our French onion soup has come out of the oven. I know it's ready because the cheese is ooey gooey and melty. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of green onion on top just to beautify it. I should try a bite, shouldn't I? Okay, hold on. Let's get some cheese. Oh my God. This is what I love about Swiss. Oh. Okay, bye.